Okay guys, I'm back with an update on my grapevine. What the problem was. Okay, so I did some research and I found out that it's called black rot disease. So basically you get it when, obviously you can see this. Yes, this looks beautiful, but this much coverage and this many leaves means I'm not getting enough of airflow to my grapevine. And so therefore it results in this. You get these spots on the leaves. See that spot? And see that spot? Those two, those two rust spots on there, it's what's gonna get you the grapes. And let me see if I can find one. Yeah, right back in here. Sorry. Will get you this. So your grapes will start looking like that. And that is why I was calling it blossom end rot. That's not blossom end rot. It's black rot, which results from too much foliage. And then in the spring, when we get a lot of rain, the leaves get wet and then it doesn't have enough airflow. So like I said, you get these spots and then you'll get this dried up shriveled grape. So what I have to do today is thin this bad boy out. Unfortunately, I got it on my other grapevine back there too, so I have to thin that out and cut all of the leaves off. So the guy in the video said to cut any leaves that you see like this, go ahead and cut those off. I'm also dealing with two problems. I have Japanese beetles. I'm dealing with that. So that's some Japanese beetles, and this is the rust spot from black rot disease on the grapevine. Again, not enough of airflow because it's so thick. So I actually did want to cut this out anyway, but I was scared it was going to mess it up. But basically what he said is to cut. You have to thin it out or else you're not going to have any grapes. So it's to cut where there's no fruit. So see how this is all tangled up? I see some fruit down there on the end, but I also see that it has that disease. So wherever you don't see any fruit, cut it out. So I'm going to have to thin this out, and I'll be dealing with those. See those little pesky suckers in there? As I do it. But guys, I found out that's what it was. So I am going to have to go ahead and take care of this. But that's good because I have lots of grapes and I do want to be able to harvest them. So last thing he said obviously is to use a fungicide. So this is what I found. He used Dr. Earth, which is a really good product, but I couldn't find it. So I got this Garden Safe Fungicide 3, and it's not focusing, but I wish it would focus because you guys can't see that, but it treats 3 problems. So I'll tell you what it says. It controls black spot, rust and powdery mildew, aphids, white flies, and other listed insect pests and spider mites. That's great because I can also use that on my rose bush. You can see it's not glorious or living up because it's heavily damaged by the actually, I don't really know. I did not research that yet. I know I need to deadhead it, but I also know that every year the Japanese beetles get on it. But it was already suffering before they even came. So she has another issue that I need to find out what it is. So that's it, guys. So I have a lot to do because I have to do all of this going all the way down. This is just the front of it. I also have to do, that's really a problem there, the whole back side of this. I have the one in the back, the Concord grapes. I already took care of that one. I already got all the leaves off of that one because it's still a baby plant, so that wasn't that hard. But I have to do all of that, and then this guy back there, which he shouldn't be that hard either. So I have to get started clipping. So those are my lovely blackberries. I can't wait. They are starting to turn more juicy too. I did water them early this morning. I need to cut all that off. It's so hot. All right, guys. So that's what I'm up to today. I have to do that, and I also have to thin out my tomatoes. That might be a little blurry, but that's my tomato bed. I have to thin out right there. All right, guys, so I found out what it was. So if you're having that on your plants and you see that on your plants, oh, sorry about that truck coming through. But if your plant is looking like this and you're happy about it, you need to go ahead and thin it out, because you're going to get a disease on it, and then it's going to be harder to get Japanese beetles off if you have those. Okay, so that's what I'm doing today. So like I said, it was I need to prune this plant out, thin it back. I also need to get the Japanese beetles off, and I need to get all the leaves off that have the rust spot. Then I have to use the fungicide. So that's how you deal with it, guys. All right, be blessed.